welcome back to my channel. So I want to talk about a couple that we haven't talked about in a hot minute, and that is Brittney and Andy. So because of what I do, I'm constantly looking at different Love After Lockup news and updates online, and because of that, I'm constantly getting different new and old cast members referred to me as a person I may know on different social media pages like Facebook and Instagram. And Brittney is always one of those people that's constantly popping up as people you may know on my Facebook. And the last time she popped up, just a few months ago, she popped up as Brittney Alexander, which is her full name. But I noticed yesterday as I was scrolling, she popped up with her profile and it said Brittney Kid, and that is Andy's last name. So of course I had to click and I had to do some more digging. I didn't find much on Brittney's Facebook profile besides the last name change, but I did go over to Andy's Facebook page and he had changed his relationship status from engaged to married in the past month. So I went and looked and it shows that he changed his status to married since March 9th of 2024. So that's just a little over a month and a half ago. It's looking like they got married, and I came across his new cover photo which says Mr. and Mrs. Kid, and it's got like this little gator logo, and that looks like some decor that they used in their wedding. So it looks like these two are officially married. I'm not gonna lie, this completely shocked me, especially after we saw how they got along on their season of Love After Lockup, and it seemed like she didn't want anything to do with him. She seemed like she was disgusted by him, and then they do their season, and after their season aired, suddenly they got engaged, and that shocked me. But I thought they were gonna have a long engagement or it wasn't gonna last, but they are now officially married. Hopefully Brittney is staying sober, and it looks like she has her kids living with her, or she at least sees them pretty frequently because she's always posting pictures with them at her house and spending the holidays with them. But now I want to talk about this new couple on this season of Love During Lockup, and that is Shonta and True. So Shonta has never met True face to face, not once, and she ended up meeting True, I guess, like talking to him for the first time when she called one of his friends. I think it was his cousin, and his cousin put him on speaker, and she heard True in the background, and she's like, hey, let me say hi to him, and she did. And then his cousin sent her a picture, and I guess she said the first picture she saw True, she really wasn't feeling him, but then he sent her another picture, and then she's like, okay, yeah, I like him. So he has not seen Shonta face to face, and he's just seen pictures of her. And can someone explain why this man is reaching out like he's about to hug you in every single picture he takes? Is this like a prison pose, or is he just like, come get you some, Shonta? I don't get it, but every single picture he takes is in this exact same pose. But let's talk about Shonta. So Shonta is actually from Kansas, and True lives in Missouri, and that's where he's locked up at. And Shonta had a house in Kansas, and she wanted to be with True, and she didn't want to wait until he tried to see if he could get approved to move to Kansas. So she decided to move over to Missouri and get her a house, but now she's stuck with two different mortgages, and she says it's pretty much killing her because she has to pay for her house in Kansas and a house in Missouri just so she can be in Missouri once True gets out. But you know, for those of you guys who aren't familiar with Kansas and Missouri, like if she was staying in Kansas City, Kansas, that's not far from Missouri at all. Like literally that's right at the border of each other. I'm not sure what part of Missouri she's staying at. I can't remember what she said she did for work exactly, but obviously she has to be making some pretty decent money unless she's out here maxing her credit cards out, because she claims she sent True over $30,000. And did anyone notice it was $30,000, and that's the exact number that Deontay claimed in a live like a month ago that the producers make everyone say? Like he claims when he had his scene Brittney when they asked him how much he spent. He said the producer specifically allegedly told him, oh, say $30,000. And I guess they did the same with Rachel and a few other cast members. And he's like, oh yeah, they specifically tell you that number. So I wonder if they did the same with Shonta. But she spent a lot of money on this man regardless, and it seems like she ain't hurting on money. She had this big crab leg boil and all this nice food and invited her family over, and the lady's paying 2 mortgages. I mean, not everybody can do that. And I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy because I know it's still early on in this season. But I'm just going to say now, I don't have too much hope for these two. These two really remind me of Monique and Derek. Because, like, Monique, for example, she only sent Derek headshots, and Derek didn't realize how big she was. And it's not like Shonta's a big girl or anything like that, but the fact she's only really sent this man filtered headshot photos, kind of like how Monique and Joy Nomi did. And then the fact that Derek, he said he only dated light-skinned girls, and that's how True is. True says that he's only dated white girls in the past, and Shonta's going to be the first African-American girl he has ever been with. So obviously, she's not even his type to begin with, and that's a major red flag. Let's take a look at Derek, for example. He used to always say, oh, I've always only dated light-skinned girls and girls who were small. I've never been with a BBW before. And then people were shocked when he was with Monique because that's not his type and he's never dated someone like that before. And we saw how that worked out. And now this is kind of like reminding me of their storyline. And it's just a mixture of Monique and Derek and Joy Nomi and Red's storyline. I feel like he has this picture of her in her head that he's seeing through these filtered pictures. And I'm scared she may not be able to live up to that once he gets out. But I guess we'll just have to see. She ended up inviting her family over for this crab boil. And all her family had the same concerns that we do. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about Andy and Brittney getting married and what you think about this new couple, Shonta and True, in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com, and thank you so much for watching.